What's going on, guys? This is Mikeinoid, and today I will be showing you guys my entire physical game collection for the Nintendo Switch. I have been collecting for the Switch since March 2017, and over time I have collected a total of 56 Switch games. My general rule of collecting games is to only get what I would play. I actually want to play these games and get as much enjoyment from them as I can. Just like many of you, I have to go to school and go to work, so I don't have a lot of time to play these games to the fullest, but I've gotten the chance to play most of these games to be able to talk about them and give my opinions. Before we get into the games, we have to talk about the hardware itself, because without it, we can't play these games. So my first Switch that I have right here is actually the version 1 Switch. I got this Switch not on release day, but I actually got it March 27th of 2017. So this is the gray Joy-Con Switch, and it was actually bundled from GameStop. So not only did I get the Switch, I got the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the physical copy, and I got some eShop codes including the Breath of the Wild DLC Pass, Shovel Knight, Fast RMX, and Snipper Clips. As you can see, I have the Super Mario D-pad Joy-Con from Hori. This only works attached to the Switch, but it's good because it was very cheap and it includes the D-pad. And then I have a Fire Emblem 3 House's Black Eagle skin on the system itself, as well as the right Joy-Con. The system still works pretty good. The Joy-Cons drift sometimes, but I just fix it with alcohol, and that works temporary, but then I would have to go back and do that again. This is my main Switch that I use when at home and to record and stream gameplay. So almost 4 years old, and this works still pretty good, so I'm very satisfied with the quality. As you can see, there is no warping yet. It's been doing pretty good, but everything looks pretty good. Satisfied with the quality of the Switch. The next Switch that I have is the Switch Lite, and this is the Turquoise version. So I got this when it released on September 20th of 2019. Got it from GameStop. I have an unboxing of this Switch on the channel, so I will leave a link to that if you want to go check it out. This is my primary Switch, which means that it doesn't need to be connected to the internet to play digital games. So this is my main Switch I take on the go, and I still don't have any drifting problems. I got a lot of questions on that on the video I did of the Switch Lite a year later, and no, this Switch Lite has not been drifting. I've been very lucky with that, or it just built really good, but I know it uses the same kind of technology as a Joy-Con, so it's still prone to drift, but mine hasn't been suffering from those issues. The next Switch I have is the gray Switch Lite. So I actually found this at half price books. It came with the charger and this case you see right here. And this was originally my girlfriend's, but I bought it off of her when she found the coral pink Switch Lite. So I try to use this one every now and then. The last time I really used it was when I went out of town, and I mainly played Super Mario 3D All-Stars on it. But as of right now, it's just really sitting on my shelf, not doing anything. I only have the essentials on here, so I have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 3D All-Stars, and let's see what else I have. I don't have that much. I have Minecraft Dungeons, and I have the Nintendo Entertainment System and Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Nintendo Switch Online software is downloaded. Clubhouse games, and then I have the demo, which allows another player to use this system. So not much on here. I haven't really had a reason to go to it, but I just have it in my collection. And the final Switch I have is actually kind of brand new to my collection, is the Animal Crossing Special Edition Switch. So I actually just did an unboxing on this channel. I'll also leave a link to that in the description. This is a beautiful Switch overall. One of the best things about the Switch is that it is the version 2 Switch, which basically means it has better battery life. So I actually want this to be my main docked Switch. I got a SD card for it recently. I got the thumb grips right here. I'm just missing the case, so I can't really take this out yet. I don't feel comfortable with that. I got a screen protector on it, but you know, I just want to be able to keep it safe. So right now this is just sitting in my my living room. So I don't even have that much games on here. I have Ring Fit Adventure, 3D All-Stars, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Minecraft. But I definitely want to get some more use into this. It's going to be a really sad day when these Joy-Cons do start to drift. I'm going to cry a little bit. So those are the Switch systems I use to play my collection of games. So now it's time to show you guys what physical games I own and play. And I will be showing you guys my games in chronological order on when I received these games. So the first game that I've owned for the system is, of course, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So this was released on March 3rd of 2017. It came with the Switch bundle that I got from GameStop. This is the first Legend of Zelda game that I've ever beaten. I've owned a few Legend of Zelda games and I just never beat them, to be honest with you. This was the first one. So this is, I mean, it's a super fun open world game with beautiful visuals. I still think this is the best looking Switch game, hands down. I don't think anything comes close to it. I mean, this game just looks amazing overall. The story, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't really that good, but the good thing about that is that you don't need to remember it if you haven't played the game in a while, right? Because all you gotta do is go beat the Divine Beast and all that, and then ultimately beat Calamity Ganon, right? So I spent like 100 hours on this game. Like, it's crazy. I mean, the reason that is because, I mean, like, there wasn't really much other games. Even though I did have Shovel Knight, I had Fast RMX, I had Snipper Clips ready to go. I mean, this was basically all I played until the next game that I'm about to show you. But this game also got DLC. I love the one with the motorcycle, right? Because it gave you a whole nother thing of missions to do in order to even get that motorcycle. So really fun game. Obviously, this is the system seller for the Switch. If you don't have it, highly recommend it. Even if you haven't played a Zelda game before, I highly recommend that you start with this. I know a couple people that never played a Zelda game, and when I recommended this and they played it, they loved it. Next game I have is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So I had this on the Wii U. You know, this is a Wii U port. I got it when it released on April 28th of 2017. Came from GameStop. This is currently the best selling Switch game of all time. So even though I've owned this game on the Wii U, I still put a good amount of time with this game, both single player and multiplayer. Most people say that this is the best Mario Kart, and I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that statement because it is. I just wish they added more courses to this game, but they did put in more characters. They did put in better battle system, you know, like, you know what I mean with the battle courses. That was pretty cool. That really needed to change. I mean, it's the same game on the Wii U, which I know a lot of people didn't play the Wii U version, so this is the version that people played, but this game still did numbers. I'm sure this is a system seller for sure. Obviously, I recommend this. I mean, it's just a great party game overall, you know? I mean, who doesn't love Mario Kart? So the next game I got is ARMS, and I got it when it released June 16th of 2017. Got it from GameStop. Personally, not really a fan of this one. I mean, I know a lot of people like it. I'm not gonna dog on it too much. This is like a cult classic, I understand. So the Grand Prix in this game gets a little bit repetitive in my opinion. The free updates in this game was pretty cool though. I liked how we didn't have to pay for anything. Got more characters and some more stages. That was cool. I just wish I didn't pay $60. I mean, I think this is a $40 game, to be honest with you. I think if I bought this for $40, I would have been satisfied. $60 though, not really a fan of that. I do expect a sequel to come out eventually though, and I know a lot of people are waiting for that sequel as well, so I mean, I'll be looking forward to it. Hopefully it improves on this game, because I think this is a good new IP for Nintendo. And we got Min Min in Smash, which is a pretty cool character. I really do love Min Min, so I kind of recommend this game. I kind of don't. You just kind of, hopefully if you find it cheap somewhere, then you should definitely get it, but I wouldn't pay like $60 for this. That's crazy. Next game I got is Splatoon 2. Got this game from GameStop as well. First day, July 21st of 2017. And I love Splatoon on the Wii U, right? I really did. And this game has the salmon run, right? It's kind of like zombies, like, you know, in Call of Duty, which is really cool. I really like that mode. I enjoy this one, but I just didn't put enough time into it. I get whooped in this game more than I did in the prequel, but you know, I just prefer the Wii U version because, you know, you have the screen. I mean, that's just my opinion. I know this game's really good as well. I know this game got some DLC. Didn't get a chance to try that out. Hopefully, if it ever goes on sale, I'll go ahead and get it and play this game some more. But I still recommend it. I mean, you know, you got the single player aspects as well, but obviously this game is meant more for online, and you know, you kind of have to have a Switch Online membership for that. So if you do get this game, just make sure you gotta get that Switch Online membership as well. So that's like kind of like a hidden fee. The fifth game that I have is Super Mario Odyssey. Once again, got this game from GameStop October 27th of 2017, which is when it first released. I beat this game pretty fast. I think beat it within the week, and I got all the moons. So I mean, this is a pretty easy game overall if you aren't focused on getting all those moons, but getting the moons takes a little bit longer. But I still beat it within 50 hours of playing it. I haven't got all the costumes in this game since they were added via free updates. I know we also got some free updates with like the balloon stuff with Luigi. But overall, this is a really fun game. Obviously, with Mario on the cover, you expect it to be a good game, but this one, really good. I really do love this game. On the inside, we do have the lyrics for, you know, like the song that got really popular when this game was, I guess, shown off in E3. I think that's when they first showed the song. Love the song, love the game. Everything with Cappy was really well done. You're gonna have a fun time, I'm gonna be honest with you. This game, for some reason, gets compared to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild just because of how open these worlds in the games are. Obviously they play and feel different, but I think Breath of the Wild is still the better game, even though, like I said, they're not, I don't think they should be compared, but I know why they are compared, if that makes sense. The next game I have is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I got it at GameStop. I didn't get it when it first released, but it did release on August 29th of 2017. I got it kind of around the holiday season of that year. The game's alright. I didn't really get into it that much. As you can see, it came with the Pixel Pack. I used the code already, but that's what it came with. I wasn't really into it that much, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a Mario plus Rabbids crossover, which it was heavily rumored. And no one believed it until they finally released the information about it. It's a tactical RPG game, basically. It's not bad. I just, for some reason, just never got into it. I got through like the first couple of levels and that was it. I just moved on with my life. There's also more DLC available to it. I always see this game on sale. I always see the DLC on sale. But yeah, I mean, I kind of want to get back into it just because I've heard so much about how this is a great game, underrated game. But yeah, I would still recommend it just of how frequent the game goes on sale on the eShop. Next up, I have Monopoly for Nintendo Switch. A friend actually got this for me from GameStop. It released October 31st of 2017. I mean, it's Monopoly on the Nintendo Switch. It's basically playing the board game but on the TV. So I actually played this with my girlfriend, but sadly she cheats. So that was like really the last time I played. The game looks pretty rough, and playing with 3 CPUs takes a long time. You got different boards and even a quick play option, so I guess that kind of helps with the 3 CPUs problem. But yeah, I mean, if you could find this cheap, I know there's actually like a bundle that comes with like other games in it. I forgot which ones there were, but I mean, if you ever find this cheap, maybe like $5 maybe. I mean, go for it. Aha! I got Pokken Tournament DX. Got it when it released from GameStop September 22nd of 2017. I already owned it on the Wii U. I even got that one when it first released. This is basically based off the arcade version from Japan, and it's still a pretty fun game. I still had fun playing through the main story a second time. I love the addition of other Pokemon, which include Darkrai, Decidueye is new. I forget who else. There's also, I mean, there's so many Pokemon that you can play as. The voice acting really needs to improve. That's what I had a problem with in the Wii U version. They didn't really fix that. They didn't really like touch up on the voice acting, at least the English voice acting. This game got some DLC. We got Blastoise as a fighter. It's really cool to see more Pokemon be added to the game, and I think this is really underrated as well. You know, it's a fighting game on the Switch. Obviously this is kind of gonna have trouble competing with like Super Smash Bros, and you know, it's a Pokemon game. People would rather play than, you know, the mainstream Pokemon games, but I really do recommend this one. This is a really fun fighting game. Next game I have is Bayonetta 2, and it includes Bayonetta, the full game download, which you get from the inside covering. The code is printed right here, and yeah, I got this when it released, of course, February 16th of 2018. Got it from GameStop. I didn't play Bayonetta until December of 2019, and I didn't play Bayonetta 2 until this year of September. So I don't know why I waited so long. I just don't think I had time, but I still wanted to get it. Both were really great games, and I especially loved Bayonetta 2 because they added different weapons, and there was even a callback to the first game, which was really cool. The stories could be a little hard to follow at first, but you know, the characters are amazing. I recommend checking out like story videos on YouTube where people explain that to get a better grasp of what's going on, but I think you can still kind of see what's going on, but yeah, it might be a little bit hard to get at first. And you got some fantastic music in this game as well. I am waiting for Bayonetta 3. I know a lot of people are waiting for Bayonetta 3. Sounds like that game's kind of having trouble of being developed. Hopefully it gets there soon. I'm very excited for it, but highly recommend Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2. I suggest you get it new because most likely the Bayonetta full game download code has already been used. And next we have Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido, something like that. I got it used from GameStop. It released June 8th of 2018. It was actually dual released and came out on the 3DS as well. I actually wanted to get it on the 3DS, but they later announced that the Switch was gonna get the game, so I ended up getting that instead. I only played it for a little bit, and I mean, it's okay. It's pretty cool that you can play both on the TV, right? And then you can also play in handheld mode and use the touchscreen to kind of match up the sushis. I've seen this game go for $10 at Best Buy, so you could get this for really cheap. And I'm kind of jealous because I did not get that game for $10. Let me just put it at that. I forgot how much I got it for, but it wasn't $10. For that price, I recommend checking it out. Very cheap game for the Switch, so not bad. Even got some sushi work in here too. Next up we have Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I actually got it used from GameStop as well. I got it the same day as the Sushi Strike game. This one released December 1st of 2017. So far, I really like this game. I have not put a lot of time into it, and that's something I am not proud of. Like, something always distracts me from playing the game. Rex and Pyra have very good chemistry, so characters in the story are pretty good. And Nintendo really wants to make this series rival Final Fantasy, so they're really trying to push this game. They're also trying to push Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition. But yeah, I mean, I did not put a lot of time, but I'm really trying to get a lot of time into this. So far I recommend it. It's a really cool RPG. Next game I got is Super Mario Maker 2. And I got it when it released, not from GameStop. I actually got it from Walmart. This released June 28th of 2019, and I played mainly through the story mode. I actually completed that, and I made a level, and that was pretty much it. I played some other levels as well, but I mean, yeah, that was pretty much it. I even played a little bit of the endless mode. It was on easy, but I was just, you know, kind of seeing everybody's levels, seeing what people can make. I want to get more into the game, maybe even make more levels. I think personally for me, I'm more into making the levels. I mean, there's nothing wrong with anybody's levels. I'm just saying, I think I find it more interesting to make them. I think this is a way more interesting game than the new Super Mario Bros. Series. So this is great Mario game, to be honest with you. Pretty much got endless fun with this one. Next game I have is Just Dance 2018. I got it from Amazon for probably $20. This released October 24th of 2017, and the only reason I have this is because we were supposed to do this like Christmas party at work, and we were supposed to play this game, and you know, I wanted to practice, but that didn't really happen, so I just had this game. I had fun doing it multiplayer. Sadly, my girlfriend cheats, and somehow she gets a higher score than me when we do the exact same dance moves. I don't know how that worked. I beat her once though, and it was using Gangnam Style. What sucks about this is that there's this massive paywall just to use like other songs, and it's really stupid. It's like this game comes out like every year, and I mean, they expect me to pay money for that Just Dance Unlimited. It's crazy. I was like, come on, man, why would I even do that? I wouldn't recommend this game. I know a lot of casual fans out there really love this game. I mean, it's all up to you. If you're a fan of the songs and you want to do some dancing, I mean, go for it. Hopefully you can find it cheap. So I'm actually going to be showing two games, and it's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. So I got both of these from Amazon. The Eevee one I got for $40 and the Pikachu one for $44. Both of these released November 16th of 2018. I played through Pikachu first when it came out, and then Eevee later. So as you can see, the Pikachu one is sealed, so I haven't opened this, but I do have it digital, and I wanted to get every mainstream Pokemon game physical, and this was the last game that I needed to complete that collection, so I just went ahead and kept it sealed. But Eevee, I did play with the cartridge, and you do have the map of Kanto in here, which is pretty cool. So these are basically just a remaster of Pokemon Yellow with, you know, better graphics and Pokemon Go mechanics. So you're not battling the wild Pokemon, you're actually just throwing Pokeballs like you would in Pokemon Go. And I think that's pretty cool. I just hate how it's kind of clunky, you know. It's a lot better if you do it in handheld mode. It kind of sucks you can't even use the Pro Controller, but I mean, they did come with a Pokeball accessory. Actually, these didn't come with the accessory. I actually bought that separately. I have it right here, as you can see. It works as a controller, which is pretty cool. I actually really liked using this as a controller. You can actually use it as a Go Plus accessory. I forgot what the actual name of it is called, but you can use this in Pokemon Go. $50, not really worth it. If you can find it cheap, that would be, you know, pretty cool. But yeah, it wasn't worth $50 in my opinion. So these are pretty cool games. I think this is a really good starting point for new coming fans of the series. This is really beginner friendly. I mean, it's pretty cool, but obviously not really as fun for people who've been playing the games mainly over the years. But if you can find them cheap, highly recommend them. Next couple games I have are Pokemon Sword and Shield. So I got Shield from Walmart day one, which was November 15th of 2019, and I got it for $50 because Walmart sells their games cheaper for some reason. And Sword came from Best Buy for $35. Got it for a pretty good sale, and I got it this year actually. Shield is the main game I play. I beat Sword within half a day. Like, I probably spent 12 hours completing the game. I mean, it's a really quick game, to be honest with you. So this is not the worst Pokemon game in my opinion, but I think we can all agree that a lot was expected of this game, especially since it's on the Switch. You know, this is the first time that the mainstream Pokemon games came to a home console, you know. As you can see, this is the galleries. I actually have the game in my version 1 Switch, which is what I'm mostly playing as of right now. We got Shield in here. Go ahead and put that back in. Now it's complete. I mean, the game basically looks like it should have been on the 3DS, to be honest with you. It's still a really fun game. This game got DLC as well, you know, the Isle of Armor, the Crown Tundra. I actually really love the Crown Tundra, you know, catching all those legendary Pokemon. That's mainly why I've been having Pokemon Shield in my Switch right now is to try and catch all those legendary Pokemon. So I expect these games to go on sale pretty soon because they're actually going to release versions that have that DLC included. So yeah, Pokemon fans, I think really like this game. Obviously hardcore Pokemon fans, they're gonna have some problems with it, and you know, they're justified, to be honest with you. I still recommend them though. I still had fun with them. The next game is Cooking Mama Cookstar. Got it for $30 at Target. This released March 31st 2020 according to the wiki page. So this game was not supposed to release, to be honest with you. I actually did a review video of this game, and I talked about basically the whole drama that's going on with the game. So basically the publishers released this game when it wasn't ready, so it was pulled from the eShop like immediately. I know it also came on the PS4 and that was taken off as well. So even though it's not finished, I think it was still pretty fun. You have different recipes, you know, you have the regular recipes. You also have the vegetarian recipes, if you will. So you have like different versions of each dish you make. Game also has some multiplayer stuff to it as well, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, being able to play with someone else, you know, with different challenges. Thought it was pretty interesting. Yeah, so hopefully they can get this game out and release it at a better quality, and I will be very interested in getting that update. Oh, by the way, this game might be a little bit hard to find. I know on eShop it's kind of going for a pretty high price, not too high, but it's also high where it's not worth it because of how the game is. Just to let you all know, kind of not an easy game to look for right now. Next game I have is Astral Chain. So I got this as a birthday present and it came from Amazon. This game released August 30th of 2019, and I pretty much overlooked this game because there was a lot of stuff coming out in that year, including Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3 and Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So those were the games I was really looking at that time, so I didn't really notice it, but when I played it, it's a really good game, to be honest with you. So you got some very fun gameplay. The music's really good. You're basically a police officer and you control these beasts called legions, and they basically fight with you, and they fight these kind of alien creatures. I don't want to spoil too much. The plot's pretty, I think, okay. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. I pretty much guessed what was gonna happen, but there was a pretty decent plot twist though, I'm not gonna lie. It got a little bit repetitive when you collect the red matter, but other than that, really love this game. This is probably one of my top favorite games on the Switch. Highly recommend this game. Next game I have is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This was another birthday gift. This one came from Walmart. This released May 29th of 2020. I haven't got to this game yet. I want to play through the second game first, but I do know that this game features Shulk. This game has been on the Wii and the new 3DS, and I can't wait to check it out. Next I have Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch. So this copy was originally my girlfriend's, but I bought her the digital version in exchange for this, and the reason that was because, I mean, it was $20. She prefers the digital copies, and yeah, I mean, it was pretty cheap on the eShop, so I was like, might as well just get it and exchange it. This released September 20th of 2019, so the same time the Switch Lite came out. So this features Studio Ghibli animation, you know, those movies like Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, you know, those movies. This game originally was on the PS3, and this is a really highly acclaimed RPG. I haven't got a chance to get to it. It's just, you know, because it's an RPG, it takes, you know, a while to beat and all that, but apparently I heard it works like Pokemon, which is pretty cool, and I can't wait to play it, to be honest with you. Okay, so this is Skylanders Imaginators. Oh my god, I paid quite the amount of money for this. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I paid over $100. for the complete starter pack. This game released March 3rd of 2017, so the same time the Switch first came out. This is the last Skylanders game ever, and the reason why it costs so much is because basically it's pretty rare. I guess they did not release a lot of starter packs for the Switch, and this is the most expensive Skylanders game of all time. Let me just say, I mean, it's okay. It's definitely not my favorite Skylanders game. My favorite one has to be Swap Force or Trap Team. If you don't know anything about this, I actually did a video of unboxing that starter pack and talking about my first impressions of the game. But the thing I really hated most about this game is selecting a Skylander. That is really tedious, and you just have to go across this long row of Skylanders. If you're me who has a bunch of Skylanders and you put them all in the game, that takes so long to get to a specific one you want. Honestly, the new ones are better for this game. I don't think they really optimized the really old Skylanders to really do as good in this one, so it's really hard to beat up enemies as Skylanders from the first game. So that was really annoying. And the only Skylanders I have from this game are the ones that came in the starter pack. So yeah, I don't recommend this for $100. If you could find this for $10 somewhere, I don't know where you're gonna find it. It's maybe a garage sale, or even get one of the versions like the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, the Wii U versions. Those would be a lot better than, a $100 game. So yeah, I mean, it was really disappointing. Next game I have is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I got it for $20 at Best Buy. This released June 25th of 2019. I was really surprised how great this game is. Actually, I only play like the first level of the game, but I mean, it's kind of like Castlevania pretty much. You got all sorts of powers, you can use magical abilities. The story's pretty interesting so far, not gonna lie. Yeah, so far I don't have much to say, but I actually really do like this game. If you could find it for $20, highly recommend. Then we have Aragami Shadow Edition, and it comes with a few things. I don't know exactly what that means. This game I got for $19 at Best Buy, and this released February 21st of 2019. Basically, you're playing as this ninja shadow. You're basically going around killing people from what I saw so far. He gets most of his powers from the shadows, and you just gotta be kind of sneaky, The game looks alright. I don't know. I don't think this one captivated me as much, but I'll play a little bit more. Next game I have is My Friend Pedro. Got it for $20 at Walmart. I originally got it digitally day one, and that was June 20th of 2019, and then physically this game released November 12th, 2019. And I mean, it's a really great indie game, to be honest with you. I did a full let's play of this game on the channel. Basically, you're doing all sorts of stunts while killing people. You have this banana named Pedro kind of talking in your head, and the story is pretty interesting, I'm not even gonna lie. The reason why I got this physical is because it comes with a good amount of stuff. We have a code right here that's for the soundtrack, which I haven't used yet, but I plan on using it soon. We got some stickers right here, which is pretty cool, and then we got this poster and a reversible cover art. So we get a good amount of stuff here just for buying the game physical, and for $20 I think it's a pretty good deal, to be honest with you. Next game we have is Super Bomberman R, and this copy is actually the updated copy. This has the normal text on here rather than the logo on here, which that came out March 3rd of 2017. So this game was a release title for the Switch. So I played this a few times so far. I mean, it's okay. This is my first Bomberman game, so I can't really compare it to other Bomberman games. You basically place bombs, kill enemies, break some more blocks. There's a story mode. Voice acting is kind of questionable though, but I mean, I plan on getting more into the game, to be honest with you, so it's pretty neat to have in the collection. I know they put Bomberman skins in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Mii fighters, which is actually pretty cool. Next game I got is Starlink Battle for Atlas. So I got this game for $30 at Walmart, and it came in the starter pack with Fox and, you know, his vehicle. This game released October 15th of 2018. This is surprisingly good. Like I said, Fox was included in the starter pack, and he is a character in the Switch game only, so you can't play as him in the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 version. So basically the point of this game is to use the figures, use the ships, use the weapons, and you just go to different planets and save the galaxy. So Fox has his own missions in here, and you get to fight Wolf in an aerial battle, which was super cool. So there's a little bit of grinding to this game, but I beat this game within 10 hours, so it wasn't really a long game. If you want to complete everything, that's obviously going to take you a lot longer, but if you can find this game for cheap, I know this game has actually been bundled with Mario and Rabbids, so you can get 2 in 1 basically, so I recommend getting that version. Next up is Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics. So I got this at Walmart for $33. It was actually just a gift from my girlfriend. Thank you so much. This released on June 5th of 2020. It's a chill game, you know. You can play it with others. You basically have a whole bunch of classic board games. You even got bowling in there, you got darts, you got air hockey, fishing, piano. So this is a game that helped me understand the rules of Mancala, and I really love Mancala now. It kind of sucks that you can't select a number of players when like playing Ludo. I don't know why they didn't put that feature in. That feature was literally in the DS version of Clubhouse Games. I don't know why that wasn't brought over. I really kind of have a problem with that, but you know, it's whatever. The game's really great for casual play. If you could find it for a little bit cheaper, then that would be recommended, but even if you got it for like full price, it's definitely not that bad. I really do like this game. Next game I have is Rayman Legends, the Definitive Edition. So I got this at Walmart for $12, which is actually really crazy because Target games for some reason don't go on sale as often as they do at like Walmart and Amazon. This game released for the Switch September 12th of 2017, and this is a really great platforming game. I know this game has been on so many systems already. I've actually played it before on my Xbox, but playing it on the Switch is obviously better because you can take it with you on the go. So yeah, I mean, if you can find it for 12 bucks like I did, that's a pretty good pickup. Next up is a game that starts this kind of big haul that I did at Best Buy. I got a whole bunch of games just because basically they're all on sale. And the first game that starts that haul is Dead Cells. So I got this for $15, and it comes with a little art book. So, which, I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, as long as the game comes with something, that's always appreciated. I don't even care if you're promoting something else. If it comes with something, then I'm gonna go nuts over it. This game released August 7th of 2018. You can play as a corpse and collect power-ups, and basically the idea is you keep running through this huge dungeon, you collect a lot of things, you get experience, so when you die you have to go all the way to the beginning and go through the dungeon again. So at first I thought that was kind of annoying, but later I kind of realized that there's strategy and you kind of have to decide what you're doing for each run. So that's actually pretty cool. I haven't put a lot of time into this yet, but I like the concept and I look forward to playing more of it. Next game I got from that big haul is Child of Light Ultimate Edition, as well as Valiant Hearts The Great War. So you get 2 games on 1 cartridge, which is really cool. These are both from Ubisoft. This was $20, and this bundle released February 25th of 2019. So let's talk about Child of Light. It's a good looking RPG game, and we got a pretty interesting story. And then Valiant Hearts takes place during World War I. Basically, you have to like collect stuff in order to progress and kind of fight your way through the war. You play as different characters, each with their own story. So I played a little bit of both these games, and I like each of them. Both of them have pretty great gameplay mechanics, and I look forward to playing more of it. So the next game I have is Disgaea 4 Complete plus A Promise of Sardines Edition. This was $21 from that Best Buy haul. This game released October 29th of 2019, and it's pretty cool. It came with the warranty, and it came with some stickers, I believe a poster as well. I don't know. I haven't opened this yet. We got a reversible cover art, which is cool. And if you don't know anything about this series, it's basically about a vampire that likes sardines. It's an RPG tactical game, and the game looks good. Gameplay so far is a lot of fun. Obviously, an RPG like this will take a little while to complete, so I haven't put a lot of time into this, but I've been kind of interested in the series, and so I decided to make this game kind of my first game of the series to play. I know they announced a 6th version recently in a Nintendo Direct, which is exciting. I'm sure a lot of people are excited for that. So yeah, if you're ever interested in checking out a new RPG, so far it's a good looking game. I recommend it, especially for 21 bucks. Next we have Fire Emblem Warriors. This game was $25 at Best Buy from that haul, and this released October 20th of 2017. This game also came out on the 3DS that day. This is a Dynasty Warrior game with Fire Emblem characters. So basically you play as different characters, and you beat up as many enemies as you can. It's pretty good. I like it. I think it could look better. There's DLC available, so you can basically play as more characters if you would like. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Fire Emblem, and pretty fun game so far. Next from that haul is Octopath Traveler. Got this for $45. And basically what this game is about, it's an RPG, and you can pick from 8 different characters. Each of them have their own story that you play through. I really like the art style. So for my first playthrough of the game, I chose the Huntress. So far, I really like it. But for some reason, they say thou a lot of times, and it kind of got a little bit weird. I don't know why. It just sounds like they're trying to mock Shakespeare, but it doesn't work out because they say thou so many times. But other than that, I mean, the game looks really good. I really do love the art style, and the gameplay mechanics are good. When I was recording gameplay for this though, I noticed that this rat, or whatever this thing is way too strong for a starting enemy, you know? Like, it took so many hits to get rid of him. I was like, god dang, why is this rat so strong? But yeah, I think it's a really fun game. I want to get more into it as well, and I was waiting for this game to get cheap, so I'm really glad that I found this game at Best Buy. Next game we have is Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE Encore. This came from that big haul from Best Buy for $45. This game released January 17th of 2020. This originally came out for the Wii U. I actually got that a month before getting this on the Switch. Basically, this game combined Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem together, and that's basically all I know so far. I don't know much about it. I really want to sit through and play this like from beginning to end without no distractions. So I haven't started this yet, which is why I don't know that much, but I really do want to get into this game. Next we have Shrine for the Nightmare Prince. So I got this from that big haul. This was $13, and it released October 8th of 2019. We actually have a map, which is actually pretty cool. So there's actually a physical copy that has 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in one cartridge. So I kind of want to get that instead. But I mean, this was still pretty cheap. So far, what I've learned about this game is that it's a platforming game, and you can play as these 3 characters on the front, and you kind of, I guess, have to save this prince. I think it's pretty interesting so far. The wizard can move objects and create blocks. The knight's pretty powerful, right? You can shine his like shield, and light will bounce off the shield, you know? So yeah, I mean, not a bad game so far. And the final game from that Best Buy haul is Raiden V Director's Cut. So this was $17, and it's really cool that this came with a soundtrack sampler. It's actually just like a small CD, and I mean, just the fact that it came with like a CD is really stupidly awesome. And we have concept art right here. I mean, it's cool, you know, shows you different ships and all that. So this is basically a scrolling shooting game. I mean, so far I thought it's pretty cool. I haven't played much scrolling shooting games in my life, but from what I've played so far, it's really enjoyable. It's multiplayer as well. Yeah, if you find this cheap, I recommend it. So next we have World of Simulators, and this comes with 3 full games. We have Firefighters, Airport Fire Department, Professional Construction The Simulation, and Firefighters The Simulation. So the reason I have this is I found it at Walmart for $9. I mean, it was pretty cheap. We got a limited warranty, which is something, you know. There's really no solid release date for this. So I found this article where it said the first appearance was around December of 2019. And so I played through the firefighter simulation and I got stuck, and I just didn't really feel like checking out the other simulation games. So I'm not really sure if I should recommend this. I don't think I should recommend this, to be honest. If you're a fan of the simulator games, then you'll probably pick this up, but from what I've played, I don't really think it was worth $9. Maybe a good, you know, $1.50, but other than that, probably should stay away from this one. This next game is probably my second favorite Switch game, and that is Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So I got this for $49 on eBay. This game released July 26th of 2019. So I have the digital copy, which is why it's sealed. I have the digital copy because I used the voucher deal and got it day one. But you know, Fire Emblem is one of those games that, you know, increases in price over time. So I just think it'd just be a good idea to just have it physically. But I mean, I just love Fire Emblem. I mean, the stories, the characters, and this game, the characters with like full dialogue. I know the 3DS games had dialogue, but this has like 100% dialogue like most of the time. I know I said 100% of the time, but there's like some cases where the dialogue isn't included, but they're like really minor, and the music is just beautiful. So I beat in the church path, and I'm currently on the blue lion path, and I'm actually on the DLC path as well. So all I gotta say is don't sleep on Fire Emblem, alright? This is one of the best games on the system. I know this game might not be for everyone, but man, if you know someone who has this game, I recommend at least trying it out. I mean, you might have a lot of fun with this. I mean, it's really good. Next up is Streets of Rage 4. Got this for $36 at Walmart, and it released April 30th of 2020. So at first these copies were limited run, but I mean, these are now the standard copies that sell in retail. I actually got a keychain with this, as well as a little art book, right? So it shows just different characters and enemies that are in the game, which is awesome. We got reversible cover art as well. So I played Streets of Rage 2 on the Genesis Mini, and I instantly loved the game. Blaze is easily my favorite character. I haven't played a lot of 2D beat 'em up games before, but I just know I really do love Streets of Rage. I mean, this game is beautiful. Streets of Rage 4 really did remind me of Rage 2, so I think this game stays true to the franchise. The music is amazing, and the game could be a little bit hard for me, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, from someone who normally doesn't play those type of games, I really do recommend Streets of Rage 4. I know this game is on Game Pass, so if you have an Xbox and you have Game Pass, I highly recommend downloading it. But you know, if you don't have that, then I think the Switch version is the way to go. Next we have Saints Row 4 Re-Elected. this was a copy that my girlfriend had. Basically the same situation with Ni no Kuni. I bought her the digital version in exchange for this copy. I think this game was on sale for $28 digital, and this released for the Switch March 27th of 2020. So it's pretty similar to GTA, and from what I've heard, this is a over-the-top Saints Row game. I mean, the game looks pretty rough, but from what I've played so far, it's pretty fun, and it's pretty cool that you can customize your character in certain aspects. So I can't really recommend this game, especially for the Switch, because I'm not sure how well it runs, but I mean, I'm going to check it out eventually. Next, we have Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. So I got this at Best Buy for $20. This released May 29th of 2018. This game was on sale for $1 less at Best Buy, and they had a copy left, so I had to go and get it. I wanted a good arcade fighting game for my Switch, and I figured since this comes with like 12 Street Fighter games, I figured this was a pretty good game. So I've only tried, I believe, Street Fighter 2, but I mean, I definitely plan on trying the other ones out later. But so far, I like the game. Then we have Puyo Puyo Tetris. I got this for $30 on eBay. This game released April 24th of 2017, and this is actually the launch edition because I got it with the keychain, which is actually pretty cool. The keychain's in there, or should I say both keychains. We have the little Puyo Puyo, and then we have one of the Tetris blocks. The story is pretty interesting. I mean, you got different characters that use either Puyo Puyo or Tetris to battle each other. I'm a novice when it comes to Tetris, and I've never played Puyo Puyo before, so it's a little bit hard for me, but I'm trying to get accustomed with the game. I don't know if I like this or hate this, but I know there's a lot of effort put into this game. I know they're coming out with a sequel as well, so I'll play a little bit more to determine if I would eventually get that sequel or not. The next Switch game is Minecraft Dungeons Hero Edition. This I got for $30 at Walmart. I actually got it within the first week of the physical release, which was September 8th of 2020. The game released digitally May 26th of 2020, so I've been waiting for this to get the physical release for some time now. The game is pretty fun actually. Going around killing mobs and finding loot within different locations has been pretty exciting. Obviously, it's all Minecraft inspired. So the Hero Edition comes with the Hero Pass DLC, so we got like 2 locations where you can go and fight new enemies and all that. So my girlfriend and I beat this game in the default difficulty, and it's pretty cool. They got more DLC coming soon. I really recommend this game, especially if you have someone to play it with. You know, it's a really fun game. Highly recommend it. So this is a pretty controversial game, and that is Super Mario 3D All-Stars. So I pre-ordered this from Best Buy when announced from Nintendo, and I even got this digital as well, which is why the physical is still wrapped. And the game came out September 18th of 2020. So thanks to this game, this is actually my first time experiencing Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. So I beat Super Mario 64 within the week when the whole game came out. It was really fun. I think Super Mario 64 is kind of outdated. I really think a remaster for this game is well overdue, but I still had a lot of fun. I'm currently on Super Mario Sunshine, and so far I like it. It's pretty unique game. And then I've played Super Mario Galaxy before. I haven't played it yet on the Switch because I'm waiting to beat Sunshine first, but you know, Galaxy's a really fun game as well. So the whole controversy with this game is that it's actually limited. So after March 31st of 2021, not only they're going to stop producing the physical versions, they're also going to stop selling the game on the eShop, so you can't even get it digitally as well. And you know, they mainly mainly probably did that because their physical year ends that time, and obviously 35th anniversary of Super Mario is ending at that time. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy, you know, it's kind of scummy of Nintendo, if you will, to do this, but I still like this collection because, once again, this is a great way of getting Super Mario 64 and Sunshine, because I think getting those games on their original consoles can be a little bit expensive, especially Sunshine, because GameCube games are really expensive right now. But I think this is a pretty good collection of games, and I highly recommend it. Walmart and Target seem to have a bunch of copies, so don't feel like you have to rush out to get it. I feel like if you save up your money, you'll eventually get it. And then we have Mega Man 11. I got this for $15 at Best Buy thanks to a coupon. We have some advertisement here for Mega Man X Legacy Collection and Legacy Collection 2. This game released October 2nd of 2018. So the other Mega Man game I played was the first Mega Man for the NES, but that was on the 3DS. So I decided to get this one, and I played through the Rockman level, and I got my ass kicked. Like, this game reminds me so much of Cuphead. I'm pretty sure Cuphead is based on Mega Man somehow. I mean, that boss fight took me by surprise. I mean, I was just dead like within the next phase of the boss. It was crazy. So yeah, so far it's a really hard game, really challenging one. I'm sure if you rage easily, then this game's probably not for you, but if you manage to find it cheap, I suggest playing through it. Now we got Mario Tennis Aces. I got this on sale for $40 at Target. This released in June 22nd of 2018. This is the first Mario Tennis game I've ever played. One of the best things about this is it has a huge roster of characters to choose from. I mean, they've added those characters over time, and they got a story mode in it, which is pretty cool. I haven't played much. I haven't even played that much of the story, but I've played a little bit of multiplayer, and I've enjoyed it. It's not a bad game. Next, we have New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Got this on sale also for $40 at Target. I have this in my case actually, which is right here, and I own it on the Wii U as well. And for me, it's just boring just because I've completed that game on the Wii U, and it's like the same version. There's not much to it that they've added. I mean, they put Peachette and Toadette. They took out the blue Toad, rest in peace. It's not a really exciting game. I know a lot of casuals like this game. I understand. This game still sold pretty good, so Nintendo definitely got paid. I definitely believe that it's a lot more fun when you play with others. And like I said, Peachette is in the game, and that makes the game pretty easy, especially Nabbit. He makes the game like stupid easy. I recommend playing as Nabbit when you go and collect the star coins. It just makes it easier. Even for $40, it's kind of like, I really don't recommend that. But you know, it's like Mario's 35th anniversary, and I just figured I'd just grab it, you know. So this game released January 11th of 2019. Like I said, if you have people to play with, I recommend it. And if you have a Wii U, which I mean, most of you guys are fans of Nintendo, and you probably do have a Wii U, I suggest just playing that. I mean, you're really not getting anything else added into that except being able to play Nabbit in the new Super Mario Bros. U, because in the Wii U version he was exclusive in the new Super Luigi game. I still kind of recommend it, even though I kind of don't at the same time. Next up is Untitled Goose Game. So I got this for $35 at Walmart. I got it day one of the physical release, which was September 29th of 2020. The digital version came out on September 20th of 2019, and this comes with a good amount of stuff. We got a sticker, we have something, let me see what this is. I honestly forgot. I believe this is, I guess, artwork. I don't honestly know what this is, but yeah, I don't know. We get some sort of booklet just full with some stuff, and this is actually a map of the entire game, which I will just kind of like show a little bit. I don't want to unravel it and, you know, try to struggle to put that back, but yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. So not bad, not bad. We do get a whole bunch of stuff, which I wasn't expecting. I did want to play this game, but I knew since of how popular it was going to be, a physical one was going to come out eventually. And yeah, I really did enjoy the game. You just play as a goose, you go around, do some shenanigans, get yourself into trouble. The main story is pretty short, but the game does have some post-game tasks, which is cool. I played mostly in single player, but then I did the 2-player towards the end of the game, which I honestly don't know how I could have completed that story without a second player. That would have been pretty difficult. So if you want to play this game, I do recommend just getting it digital, because this game goes on sale frequently on the eShop. But you know, if you're a physical collector and maybe you want the sticker and the map and all that, then yeah, the physical copy is the way to go. And now we have Ring Fit Adventure, which is a pretty unique game. I got this for $70 at Walmart, and this released October 18th of 2019. This game has been out of stock for a while. I actually have this game in my Animal Crossing Switch, which I just put back downstairs. But yeah, it's been out of stock because of COVID. You know, people want to work out at home, but it recently came back into retail stores. I did an unboxing and a first impression video on the channel. Link to that will be in the description as well. Yeah, pretty fun workout game. I think it's a lot better than Wii Fit. You got the story mode, you got the rhythm game, you can exercise when the switch is off, so you got a ton of features to, you know, get in shape. And yeah, I mean, maybe if this game goes cheaper, I feel like that would be a lot better time to get this, but I think $70 is actually not that bad. Ooh, this next game was really fun, and that is Catherine Full Body. So I got this on sale for $40 at Best Buy, and as you can see, we get a sheep keychain in it, which is really cool. And we even got some artwork of the 3 women that are featured in the game, which is really cool. So originally this game came out on the PS3, but the Switch version came out on July 7th of 2020. So this is a puzzle game by Atlas, which are the same people that do, you know, the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei series. And you basically play as Vince, and you just move around and climb blocks to get to the top of a nightmare that Vince has been having for like a week. And basically he's torn between 3 women who are all named Catherine, which are spelled differently. So this is really heavily story based, and I think you are watching the story, you know, most of the time rather than doing the puzzles. So if you want to just relax and enjoy a good story and do a little bit of puzzling, this is a really fun game. Next we have The Princess Guide. I got this on sale for $17 at Best Buy. This game released March 26th of 2019, and it comes with a warranty, and we even get some artwork inside, which is cool. But you know, a warranty, you know, that's something. I appreciate anything that's included in here. So what this is an action RPG. You control a commander and have some knights fight alongside you as well in various different missions. And the goal of the game is to teach and guide one of the 4 princesses on their journey of becoming a fit ruler and accomplishing their respective goals. The dialogue is all in Japanese, but there are subtitles in English, so that's just something to note. So I chose the princess that loves meat and wants to end world hunger. I mean, she's a pretty funny princess, to be honest with you. And you can also customize your character, which is pretty cool. So far it's actually surprisingly good. I just figured since it was on sale, it wasn't that good, you know, but it was actually really fun from what I've played so far. I really want to put in more time, but if you manage to find this game for cheap, I recommend picking it up. Next we have Gina Sisters Twisted Dreams Ultimate Edition. So this is a really weird game. It was on sale for $13 at Best Buy. It released September 28th of 2018. It's a 2D platforming game that allows you to switch between two styles of a level. The game has surprisingly good music, and the game is actually pretty fun. The levels get harder, you know, the more you progress. You got some hidden levels and you collect crystals. I think overall the style looks a bit rough, but it's still an enjoyable game. The people who worked on this game, you can tell that they really do care about this game, and I think it's so far pretty fun. If you're a fan of platforming games, definitely check this out. Next I have Killer Queen Black. Got this on eBay for $14. This game I see in retail stores for like $20, so I got it cheaper on eBay, and I actually downloaded this on the eShop for $2. I didn't even spend that $2. I just used gold points for it, and this released October 11th of 2019. So I got the physical version. As you can see, it's still in the shrink wrap, and it comes with skins for your Joy-Cons and the grip, which is pretty cool. This is mostly an online multiplayer game. I mean, you can play locally as well. So from what I played so far, one player plays as Queen Bee and the other three players play as workers, and there's like 3 ways of winning the game. I think one is just killing the Queen Bee, and then another one is like riding a snail or something. I don't know, it's kind of a weird game. From what I've played, it was a little bit hard. I think people who play this online know what they're doing, since it's kind of like a little weird game, you know. So this might be a hit or miss, but you know, if you find it for $2 on the eShop, I mean, it's kind of hard to argue with that price. Next I have Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. So I actually got this pretty recently. This was from Walmart and it was on clearance for $15. This game released October 8th of 2019. I played like less than 10 minutes of it, just since it was pretty recent that I got this game. It's a 2D platforming game. You play as Yooka-Laylee, which are characters from like their previous game, which was a 3D platforming game. From what I've heard, it's a pretty fun game. Yeah, all I can say is I'm interested in checking more of it out. And the final game I have in my collection as of the date of recording this video is Cartoon Network Battle Crashers. So not really a high game to end the collection off, but I mean, it's still in my collection. So this game came out November 8th of 2016. Obviously that time was before the Switch. I'm not exactly sure when it came over to the Switch. I got this used from a CD exchange store for $14. I've actually been wanting to get this game for a while though. I've seen it like brand new for $20. I've been waiting for it to go down in price. I finally found it used, and man, it's not what I hoped for it to be, especially from a Cartoon Network game. I mean, you have regular show, you have Adventure Time, you have the Amazing World of Gumball, Steven Universe, Clarence, and then Uncle Grandpa in here. So I expected like better animations, you know, a better story that kind of celebrates all of those shows. Even though I'm not a fan of Uncle Grandpa, I think that's one of the worst shows that's been on Cartoon Network, but I still wanted a pretty good story. You'll get any voice acting, and the gameplay feels kind of meh. When I was playing the game, I noticed one of the Adventure Time characters, Flame Princess. For some reason, she was telling me an ability that Gumball had, which is from the Amazing World of Gumball. I just found that really weird that you had an Adventure Time character describing the ability of an Amazing World of Gumball character. It just doesn't make sense. I've seen this game go on sale on the eShop quite a number of times, so I mean, if you're a fan of any of these shows, I mean, if you can get it for cheap, then I guess go for it, but this is something where you shouldn't get your hopes too high for, you know. So yeah, and that is my entire collection of Switch games. Of course, I have some digital games as well, but that would make the video too damn long. Please let me know if you guys want to see me do a video talking about my digital collection down in the comments. So that's going to be it for today's video. I know this was a pretty long video. I just want to thank you guys if you made it all the way to the end. Let me know what Switch games you have in your collection in the comments below. If you don't know already, I read and respond to pretty much every comment I get on all of my videos. So I really want to see what you guys own and what y'all recommend. Thank you guys for watching, and of course I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Nah, I am pretty disappointed in that Cartoon Network game. Like, come on, man. Really? Why is Flame Princess telling me about Gumball?